Coach Lauer, you guys had Hathaway Brown and you got him kind of last minute. What is the approach when your opponent that you're expecting to play gets switched on a moment's notice, and how did you guys approach the game this morning?
Yeah, that's I'm a guy that likes to dot my I's and cross my T's and have everything ready. And we had 3 days of new Lex prep, and we were ready to go, knew everything they were going to do. And, so to have that kind of, I guess, switch flipped last minute is really good for myself, but also for our players, because I try to always have them so prepared for everybody we play. So this is a chance for them to have to learn on the fly, pick up things, kind of just believe in themselves and trust themselves and figure out how the game goes, what works and doesn't work. So that was definitely huge. I mean, we watched a little film on them last night. We had a little prep, in the hotel lobby for a while, but kind of just told them about the players. There's a few things we noticed they do, and the rest of it is just us doing what we do best and control what we can control. And the girls, we struggled early on, but definitely, as the game went on, got a better feel for them and really started to do some good things.
What was the message at halftime? You guys started kind of slow, and I'm sure to you it was more than just kind of. But you started slow. You trailed for every bit of 3/4 of the game. What was the message there at halftime, and what were some of the adjustments that you guys made?
Yeah, the message was, we're not playing up to our potential. We're not playing up to par. They're out hustling us. They were out working us. We basically talked about, you got to do the little things. It's not just 3 passes on defense is great and then you take breaks. Or on offense, it's not, we get 2 passes and then we just, drive into 3 people and throw it up. We got to finish things that we start. We got to do the little things. And, that's what I told. I said, you got to chip away. We're down 6 or 8 points, whatever it was. I said, you just chip away. You got to do the little things to chip away. Get a rebound. Get an offensive rebound, put back. Make a free throw. Hit an open shot. Get a stop on defense. In the kind way that I'm saying now, it wasn't quite like that. It was a little more intense, but and then we just called out each of our girls that played and talked about how you're not playing up to your potential. You're playing soft and backing away here. You're not attacking the hoop. Where's your defense that we normally see? So kind of just question where their mind was at and where their effort was at, and the girls responded tremendously there in the second half, and just trying to get them to do what they do best, and get the most out of them. So they definitely stepped up. It was huge.
You were down 5 late, I believe under 2 minutes, and Kutnick got hurt. She was out for several minutes, and then she stepped up, got in the game, scored 5 straight points, a 3, and a beautiful layup off of a play that you drew up out of in a timeout. Can you kind of walk us through that last 2 minutes and what went into that?
Yeah, so the last 2 minutes we had a timeout, and Ashley Kutnick's out, and she got hurt, she's down, so we got Gwen Lauer, my niece, coming out on the court, who usually isn't in the games, close games, and she played phenomenal there as well. But basically we just said, hey, 5-point game, there's a minute 42 to go. That's a lot of time. We just gotta play. We changed it up. We went full court, man to man, trapped on the dribble, which we didn't do early on because of their speed. I think it caught them off guard a little bit. And our girls, rotated well, got a couple steals, and Ashley came back in. And just used her athleticism. I said, you got to let the game come to you. You're trying to force it. Just let it come to you and trust yourself. And she did great there. And then that out of bounds play, that's the same play we ran to beat Copley. My first year, we beat Copley in the tournament with a little dribble handoff back screen. And we only worked on that for a couple days. And for the girls to pick up on that and run it to perfection, they ran that for a back door, got the bucket to tie the game up. That was huge.
And then in the first overtime, you guys got down quick. They kind of stole the tip, which caught everybody off guard.
Yeah, I even talked to the official. He said he said that somebody else needs to touch it before she can grab it. And I said, well, our player didn't touch it. She goes, yeah, we messed up on that. So, I mean, that's a really great play. That was smart. But that's what he told me. I don't know exactly. I go, I think somebody's supposed to touch it before she can. He goes, yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one.
But I think they went to the well one too many times, and you guys were kind of expecting it in the second overtime, and then you got a layup. Talk about that shift of emotion going down in the first one, getting a couple buckets to force the second overtime, and then you guys took the first step and handled it from there.
Yeah, I mean that first we fought back there to get it to overtime, and then we gave up that play at the tip. That was a phenomenal draw by coach. Got it, did a great job. They go down and score, and we're down again with a minute or two to go, and then we got to go score, to tie it up to go in another overtime. And that's what we talked about going the other one. We said, I don't care what they do, we got our two guards out here. Hit it to Carly, take off. I don't care what they're doing. Throw the ball down the court. Let's just score. Get the lead, and then we can spread them out. And luckily we did that, and then our girls just played great half-court defense and smart with the ball.
In this type of setting down here at the Classic, obviously the snow kind of throws things off a bit, but what did it mean to your team and you guys to be able to play in this event? And not only that, but you played a Classic game and double overtime and came through with a win. How did that feel for you guys?
Oh, it felt great. I mean, I told the girls, we were supposed to drive down today, and the school said the bus wasn't going to let us do it. And I said, there's no way we're missing this event. Like, you get invited to this event, like, this is something special. Northwest has never been down here. And so I said, we're getting hotel rooms. We're coming down the night before. We talked to the girls last night, even pregame. I said, listen, you come here, you better lay it all on the line, because this is for you to showcase what you can do individually and what we are a team as. And people are going to go back to all other parts of Ohio and wherever else, and what are they going to say about you? Are they going to say that you're a big team that has potential, is not there, or are they hard? What do they say? So you got to lay it on the line and just let your abilities and your actions and your just let it kind of speak for what we have and what we instill in our program. And the girls were pumped afterwards. That's even halftime. I said, we come down here to show them what we did in the first half. I go, that's not acceptable. Like, we need to pick it up. And the girls love it down here. This was awesome atmosphere. I mean, just to have the chance to be down here is great. And Hathaway Brown, I mean, give them credit, same as us. They didn't know anything about us really coming down, and a heck of a team that really gets after it. And they play a tough schedule. I told my girls, I said, the record's not, 11-2 or 12-1, but they play really good teams. So, I mean, they see competition we don't always see. We try to, but not all the time. So, they punched us in the mouth, and our girls responded, and, so it was great to see that.
What's this game going to do for you guys moving forward? I know you had control of the league and then had kind of a disappointing loss to CVCA recently. How big was this game for you guys after the kind of the letdown last week? Yeah,
that's what since we had the Marlington Christmas break, so Marlington into Christmas break, and then CVCA last week. We had a little heart-to-heart last week after the CVCA game. So we had three big games. Lima Bass, pretty good team. I mean, they're a good team too. So three big games in a row, and we went 2 out of 3. And I told the girls we had to sit down. I said, we're a 12-0 team that's settling for 10-2 and being content with it. I said, everybody else is going to tell us 10-2, great. This, it's a great season. You guys are doing awesome, but your standards tell me that we should be 12-0. We should have beat CVCA. We should have beat Marlington. So, are we going to hold ourselves to those standards, or are we just going to settle for just being a good team instead of trying to be a great team? And the girls kind of refocused. We had a great week of practice, the fourth quarter and overtime, I guess that's all that matters, how you finish, not how you start. So that's great, because that shows the girls, CVCA, we were down, we came back, and then we let them go back down. We didn't have that. So it's very, very similar game to the CVCA game where, we didn't finish at the end there, and here we did. So it's huge step. Hopefully we keep it going.
Well, congratulations on the big win. Good luck the rest of the year, and we'll see you around.
All right, thanks a lot, Rich. Appreciate it.